Still, find the headquarters, capture it, mission over. I don't think we can do it this time. We need to stabilize the battle lines. I might want to bring another unit here. I don't think I can afford to lose headquarters. At the same time, I don't think anyone is coming here anyway, but if something suddenly appears here, I don't exactly have much of a force to repel it. I don't know if I'm gonna lose if I lose my headquarters, but I suppose it's a possibility at least. Okay, we need to clear this out first. We could use the helicopters to do it though. I can't bring them here and exactly attack these either, so... What good are they? We are within striking distance from them. Where the... I guess the tanker plane abandoned these. Could attack them. It's a waste in a sense though. They're gonna die anyway, but it would be a good chance to get experience. At the same time, if I want to do that, I could have just given them the experience. Okay, they don't seem to have any great interest in trying pushing forward here. Right. They can probably see us. Yeah, there's a radar there, so I do need to cover you. Buttons. I think I'll send one snake to help with the defense of the HQ here. I think it's probably a waste of time, but definitely don't want to be wrong about that. At least a couple of units would buy enough time for a rocket tank or a buggy to help there. Unless there's a ranger coming in, then we're pretty much fucked. But they would have to see this beforehand, and there is no radar anywhere nearby. So we should be okay. $73 energy. Don't actually recall what we have where. Right. Still need to kill you. I think we should take the kills for the buggies. We could kill them pretty much with anything, but the buggies are the things we're gonna rely on quite a bit. At the same time, this needs to be killed too. Buggies are great at weakening things, so it'll just end up costing us less damage if we use the buggies for weakening. We need to move units north anyway, so they can kill it while they're moving on. More buggies. Right. Oh, come on. And you. But we do need, well, this thing isn't going anywhere. We do need to weaken these. Our fuel. Good enough. There has to be someone who can do that. No, don't have the healing power. But you have. Hopefully. Right. I escape with this one. Sort of, but it's gonna be tough. I just need to build their train track further north. Although the Anaconda isn't that amazing, it's just an armored train. Still. Do we attack the Thunder FXs? This is another matter. Do I even try to save the Medusa? I suppose I should, but Jesus Christ, it's gonna be tough to get it out. You need to get the fuck out. And reinforcements incoming. It's not a huge... it's a huge carpet of units, but there's still openings here, so... It's not the typical Alacor spam that we've seen. These are probably troops he's had right from the start. He's just been sending them our way. A lot of roads too. So if we manage to push through here, probably have a... well, maybe not that hard of a time of it. Really depends on how many artillery placements he has there. Okay. I could cover for the missile launcher. Should I? Is it worth trying to save it? It's not gonna be easy. It's an okay unit. I don't necessarily want to throw it away. But someone has to go here. Where's my Atlas? Alright. It's cheaper to make a new buggy than it is to repair this one. The repairing would use 9 energy and 9 material. Making a new one would use 6 energy, 4 material. Not exactly useful now, but we might be able to stick it in one of a transport and haul it away. See how that goes. I'm not sure how many of these I want to make. At a certain point it starts to be just a problem. I think I'll take one to the airfield. We don't necessarily need a recapture unit here at the moment. And I need to make sure that at least one quick capture unit stays alive, so I might as well stick it here right from the start. We're going to look at this airfield before we're going to make any kind of major assault anyway. Okay. I don't think I want to attack the Thunder effects because they have extra drones here. If they attack, I need to respond to them immediately, so just going to maintain our position and strike capability. That said, I'm sending the head gunships to actually see some action. Your sacrificial lambs to protect the Medusa. Maybe I need to start doing rocket tanks. But the buggies are nice, but they're not. They can't do the forest thing, and it seems like we're gonna encounter some forest further up north. So maybe a couple of buggies. Well, we have a swarm of buggies, but a couple of rocket tanks to handle the rougher terrain. Actually, we don't have really the resource for that. Still don't have the resource for that. We'd actually build a radar inside here, but what's the point when we have the plane there? Yeah, I think I'll start doing rocket tanks. This is the only place where we can do them anyway. They can help. Once the mines have been cleared here, there's going to be some push through the woods. So it wouldn't hurt us to have some troops there. We're missing something obvious. Don't think so. Mostly happy campers, just waiting for things to happen. I'm a bit worried about the headquarters still. We have too much excess energy anyway. We should constantly be producing new units. It's just after a certain point, it increases your maintenance work and nothing else, because you have a limited amount of space. Because then, well, I suppose you could train them too. So, Downstar can shoot there. Good to know. And here it comes. Scratch one gunship. I suppose the goal is to just have a huge stream of units being produced on both sides and basically try to then get them to clash. There are too many high experienced units in artillery now. You have to use... It has to be Air Force buggies, rocket tanks, that sort of thing, at least until we can change things around. We also have to do something about this. I mean, we have a couple of heavy tanks, sure, but they have probably a dozen heavy tanks and they're fairly experienced now. There goes Medusa. So, yeah, the 3 we have isn't enough. We might be able to compensate, but not quite that much. Definitely need more comets to stop them from rushing through. Yeah. They're just so much better than us. The thing is though, they have that one wave of experienced heavy units, then it's the same trash that we have, and that's pretty much when we can't push forward anymore. And Alacors. Fuel trucks. Now it begins. It's a sensible first move though, building all those support units. Well, very likely he doesn't have enough support for a vast army that he begins with. More rangers coming in. So very likely he can produce them. They would have otherwise arrived before the stream of normal units. Need to switch places. Should be outside their range, but still be able to shoot at least a little bit further. You are dead, you are dead. You still need to stay away from them. You are easily killed. It's a bit of a mess here. It's not enough room to attack anyone. And we don't want to push too much forward with the air units anyway. We could still aid a little bit. Get the fuck out. Okay, at least there's a little bit of room to maneuver now. But still in a pretty bad place. Again, these might be just cheaper to make new ones. Right. Still not really room to maneuver. Well, now we do. Thunder FX has to die. Can't go there. So you need to move somewhere. Ah yeah, I forgot about this particular thing that we can do. Right. Can't go. Okay, I'm starting to at least shoot here. So, Comet is probably in great danger too. We're gonna destroy the thunder effects, but I'm not quite sure which order would be the right thing to do this in. You are just wasting my time here. Okay, I guess we're just gonna start with the closest unit. It shouldn't be too easy, too hard to kill anyway. Zero ammunition. Where's the... There. It's no good. We need to pull back a little bit no matter what. Who's next? We'd like to target units that we have a reasonable chance of killing too. I don't want to let them escape. Big part of what we're doing is to try to reduce the number of high experience heavy combat units they have. Letting one point of damage. Letting them escape is not really acceptable. We're gonna need more rearming vehicles. It's the environment. It just isn't gonna work. We could do hovercraft. Easy to attack the enemy airfield at least. Doesn't seem to be all that heavy resistance there either. So even a couple of trolls could probably secure this. And he's doing anti-air drones, which are notoriously worthless against ground targets. Right. These guys are buying time, I'm not attacking with them. The buggies, artillery, all that kind of stuff is for the actual killing. Why is the second airplane even in air? Radar airplane, I have no idea. I suppose we can do the old switcheroo. If one of the radar planes gets damaged, I can pull it back and have another one immediately replacing it. More rocket tanks. I need to do something about the infantry swarm. These couple of units here are not able of holding on their own. It's not like any kind of loss would be catastrophic for us either. Doesn't mean I want to have those losses though. And we need tracked vehicles like the Comets to actually block the forest areas. It's not an optional thing. We're gonna use another anti-radar vehicle here. Also use more anti-air. Use more road building. In case the weather changes, we're again gonna be in some trouble. We could also build a bridge over the lake there. We don't have a lot of anti-air options, and frankly, we can't be at two places at once. So it might not be a bad idea to have a... We have the one Medusa here, and that's pretty worthless. Add another two here somewhere nearby, and this is going to be a very unpleasant place to come without the aircraft. Currently, we have like a snake and two comets here otherwise, and so not exactly a much of a defense. It's a little bit of free energy, I think. Not much. Still 13 energy for something that could prove to be mainly worthless. You could use that energy in a lot of different places, and getting much more out of it. It's almost a gunship worth of energy. I guess I'll let it simmer for a while, until I figure out what I really want. Need to decide do I really want to start repairing these buggies and things like that, or I'm just gonna start storing them somewhere and building new ones to replace them. I'm not losing any experience on them. I'll make at least a couple of heavy tanks. We don't have any immediate use for them, but I'm more or less counting that we're going to have some casualties in this fight. There's just too many heavy units and other artillery coming our way, so the chances of me successfully managing to evade all the losses is pretty slim. Probably should build a transport helicopter and start ferrying the crystals to the airfield. That's giving me enough materials to build the air fleet we're imagining. We can't use it or really even build it for a while, but that's probably the road we're gonna have to take. But it's yeah, that's not coming anytime soon. It's the left edge that or western edge that I'm worried about. Actually, I'm not too worried about it. It looks worse than it is. The thing is, the heavy tracked units he has can't go into the forest either. So he has to use infantry or technotraxes. And the comets are a good match for them. So I think we'll be okay. Fuel truck seems to be the name of the game in this mission. Run out of fuel. Fighting certainly isn't over. At the same time, they haven't been able to push too much forward. They're more or less just piling up here, just like I am. The actual combat line isn't moving. This is pretty stable. They're basically losing everything they throw our way every turn. He can't see here. We're easily within firing range, but he's not shooting at us. We probably could move the pulsar a little bit closer. Then one more, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's it can basically clear out the entire area there. We would be very vulnerable against air attacks from that. Okay, how many crystals do we have here? 1? Is that it? Who the hell had the crystals? I noticed someone picking them up at some point. Yeah, good luck finding it now. I might have delivered them. That's certainly a possibility. And some of the enemy units they used to pick them up. Right, it's the last crystal we have access to. It's a little bit of a material boost. It's getting 8 material every day anyway, or every turn. And we need about 2 turns to produce it. Two transport helicopters, some gunships, and a set of hunting drones. That's a group that's very tough to stop from reaching its goal. Not something we want to do now, though. Wonder if this guy's ever gonna find anything. Not exactly a huge investment on my part, though. Single shitty unit. Might as well take this opportunity to repair our units. Okay, I want to create some space again. You should move, but you can't. Right, so you have to be killed before anything can happen here. And Mr. Snake, could you move anywhere? Probably want to kill the Nashorn. It's a bit tougher, but it's a bit more annoying at this point. I also want to sort of prepare for the fact that they might try to capture these facilities with a rush attack. Hopefully it won't happen, but it's not something I want to rely on. Full point of damage. Painful, but it's gone. Definitely need comets here, not rocket tanks now. Not that the enemy gunships are here. If I shoot them down, I'm gonna have a bad time of it myself, running out of low on fuel. Well, the thunder effects can easily take care of them on the next turn. It's more about, do I want to go in there with the ghost now or the next turn? I think on the next turn, we might as well all go at the same time with fuel, full tanks of fuel. The impact will be much more severe anyway. It's not like we can avoid all trouble no matter what we do. Oops. Well, Orion would be one of those units that's worth repairing. Same with the gunship. I suppose I'll repair all of you losers. I don't actually have to attack with the comets though. The entire point is to just prevent them from getting access. And if I... yeah... I do have a capture unit here as backup. Right. Can't come through here. But they might be able to fly over some of our units. That's something I can't really do much about. Okay, comets or rocket tanks? Rocket tanks aren't exactly bad here, and it looks like we're going to have to make some kind of a... The comets cannot go toe-to-toe with these. They're basically they're blocking units, that's all they are. Rocket tanks, if they get a little bit of experience, they can at least go after these targets, even past enemy lines. It's not to say that's what we have to produce. And we have a couple of extra comets here anyway. Ready to react. There becomes a point where it just doesn't make sense to keep piling up more comets here. And I think we're starting to reach that point. I'll save the energy, the materials now. See what we really want to produce. Two artillery supporting. 3 tanks. We could give them more experience, but it's sort of it's not really gonna do us much good. We're gonna have to feed some units to the grinder, and that's not gonna change. I think I'll put a hold on the construction now. Except maybe something to protect the HQ. Although there's 3 units now going there. Let it go. Hard to use gunships to push through anything. You have to have pretty much 2 wings on their gunships before they have the capability of doing anything useful. Ugh, more artillery. So I guess that's the nature of this mission. It's not like, yeah, if something comes our way, it's not gonna be a handful of units, it's gonna be a carpet of them. Once the heavy tanks are down, then comes the missile launchers. We need to have something to clean up, and the buggies are good at that. I'm not worried about the Western Front. Especially after they got a little bit of experience, they're very good at that. On the Eastern Front, there's not enough. They might have an army, but there's the one bridge that they can use. Then what? They can't possibly overwhelm us. Whoever is using the bridge is gonna be in serious trouble trying to attack through it.